Good morning, children. Welcome to the class. Today's date is 2nd September 2020. That means we have entered into the new month, which is September, and only 3 months are left to end the year. So let us start our English class with Module 5, which is from the English workbook. I have already introduced Module 5 in my English live class, and also we have discussed about adjectives. So we will be doing everything elaborately in this class. So the learning outcomes of Module 5 are, that means after discussion of this Module 5, you will be able, or you are going to learn to be able to define the adjectives after the lesson, or after finishing the module. You will be able to define adjectives. Then you will be able to define and identify adjectives of quality. And then you will be able to identify the different parts of a story. That means we are going to read and discuss the parts of a story as well. And the last one is to be able to define paragraph. That means we are also going to learn how to write paragraph. So before moving towards the adjectives, I would like to recall. Let us recall, okay, the common nouns and the proper nouns. So in our previous module, we have already talked about this noun, right? Naming words are called noun. So noun has some parts, and among them common nouns and proper nouns are there. So what are common nouns? As you can see on the screen, boy, bird, flower, city. That means which are common. If I say boy, that means I am talking about the all male boys. That means all of you. Suppose you are the students. When I am talking about the students, that means you all are students, right? Therefore, I am not pointing out, but I am talking about as a whole. Then, if you see, the next one is the bird. If I say bird, that means in the world there are lots of birds, varieties of birds, right? So I will be talking about the common common thing, that is the bird. Then there is the flower. There are different varieties of flower. We have rose, marigold, sunflower, but I am not talking about them. I am talking about all the flowers, okay? So that is called common. Now under the flowers, we will be having different flowers, okay? So, but I am talking as a whole, so it will be flower. Then the next one is city. If I say city, that means I am talking about all the cities that are present on our earth. Okay, I'm not pointing out to one particular city, but I'm talking about the all cities that are present in the on the earth. Now this is the proper noun. When we come to the proper nouns means we are pointing out to one particular person. In the previous common noun, we have talked about boy or girl, right? But here, if you see the first picture, it is Mona. That means she is a girl, right? Girl means the common, we are talking about a whole bunch of girls. But among them, I am pointing to one girl, one particular girl. And who is that girl? She is Mona. Then I have a flower, okay? You gave me a flower. What kind of flower is it? It is a rose. So you gave me a rose. That means you have given a particular flower, which is a rose. Then Tweety. So I have a bird. Suppose I have a bird and her name is Tweety. So if I say bird, that means the all birds. But if I say Tweety, Tweety is my bird, right? So Tweety is a blue bird. Then we have the Delhi. Delhi is a city of India, right? So I'm not talking about the other cities of the world. I'm talking about only the city Delhi. So that means I am pointing out to a particular city, which is Delhi. So these Mona, Rose, Tweety and Delhi, these are all particularized or specific. I have pointed out. That is why they are called proper nouns. Now what are adjectives? I know that you have read adjectives in class 1. So we are going to recall it once again. So describing words are called adjectives. Means they tell about people, animals, places and things. Now do you remember what is a noun? Noun, it names a person, animals, place and things, right? Yes. But it is, what are adjectives? Adjectives actually it describes the noun. That means the people, animal, places and things, whatever are there, it tells about them. How the people are, how the animal, how is the animal, how is the dog, how is the cat, then which place it is it a big or a small, and what thing it is, right? So we have to describe it. So let's move towards and you will come to know better. Yes. So here I have put the picture of Mona. Now Mona has a yellow bag. Now if you see here, Mona has a bag. I can say Mona has a bag. Mona is a student and lots of girls have bag, right? But I have particularized a color, right? What is the color? That is the yellow. So she has a yellow bag. I am pointing out Mona has a yellow bag. That means yellow is describing the bag, right? The color is describing the bag. In the same way, we have another one. It is a red rose. So what kind of rose it is? There are different colors of roses. Yellow, pink, orange, multicolored, right? But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the red rose. I'm describing it. What kind of rose it is? It is a red rose. What color it is? It is a red rose. So now if you see here, rose is the noun here. Rose is the noun here. And red is the adjective, because adjective is describing the noun. Here. Next we have Tweety is a blue bird. Now Tweety is a bird, right? Now here blue is the describing word, that is the adjective. Why? Because it is describing the bird, what is the color, how it is, because it is different from other birds. Tweety is different from other birds, so I am pinpointing it. Therefore blue is the color that describes Tweety. So this is how we are going to do the adjectives. Now let us move towards the adjectives describing words. Here is an exercise for you to revise it. So read the paragraph given below, underline the describing words and say which nouns or pronouns they describe. So first you have to pick out the describing words and what they are describing. Is it a person? Is it a thing or emotion? So you have to find it out. Okay. Now let us do this one. So let us read it once, then I'm going to do it. 3 people from my family and I went on a picnic. We were very happy. We had big smiles on our faces. We had taken fresh fruits and tasty food with us on the picnic. I had a lovely day. So here if you see 3 people, how many people? 3. So 3 is the adjective here. And what it describes? It describes the people. Clear? So what you have to do is, you have to underline the you have to underline the 3 and then say which noun or pronoun they describe. So which is the noun? People is the noun. Okay, so you have to circle the people, which is the describing word. Now that is the noun or pronoun. So the next is 3 people from my family and I went on a picnic. We were very happy. Now happy is a describing word. Okay, so it is an adjective. Now who were happy? We. So you have to circle the we. We were very happy. We had big smiles on our faces. So next adjective is big. Big is a describing word. Now what are big? What are the bigs? What kind of big thing they had? They had big smiles. So smile is the circle. Okay. Then we have the next. We had taken fresh fruits. Now fresh is a describing word. So you are going to underline it. And fruits are the noun or pronoun. It's the noun actually. So we had taken fresh fruits. What kind of fruits are they? They are fresh fruits. So fresh is describing the fruits. And tasty food. What kind of food? How was the food? How was the food? It was a tasty food. So tasty, you are going to underline it, and food will be circled. With us on the picnic, I had a lovely day. So how was the day? It was lovely. So you have to underline the lovely, and then day you have to circle it. Clear? So this is how you are going to identify the adjectives, and then what they are describing, the noun or the pronoun, you have to circle it. Clear? Okay. Let's move towards the next one, which is adjectives of quality. So quality means what? Let us read it out. Describing words tell us more about nouns or pronouns. Describing words are also called adjectives, which we have already discussed. Adjectives that point out the quality of nouns or pronouns are called adjectives of quality. Now, what kind of? When it asks what kind of thing it is, that means I am asking about the quality. Then when the noun or pronoun, when the adjective, it describes the quality of the noun or pronoun, then it is called the adjectives of quality. Now adjectives of quality answer the question of what kind of bird it is. It is a blue bird. So let's move towards these examples that is on your book and try to find it out. Okay, these are the examples here given. Okay, now the quality is given on one side and the examples are given. Okay, black crow. So what kind of crow it is? It is a black crow. So what is the quality here? The color. With the color we are describing the crow. Adjective of quality is what? Color. So black is the color with which we are describing the crow. Next is beautiful crown. If I say it's a beautiful crown, so beautiful is the adjective and it is the adjective of quality. And what quality is? It is describing the look. Because by looking at the crown, I can say, oh, it is a beautiful crown. You have a dress. It's a beautiful dress. We have to look at the dress, then only we can say whether it is a beautiful or not. Then we have the quiet church. Now how can we know that it's a quiet church? When we hear any sound, it is noisy, but when we don't hear, it's quiet, right? Therefore the quality will be sound. Quiet quality will be sound. Then we have the big room. Big room, small room, medium room. So these are all tells about size of the room. So the quality is size. Then we have the next one is round clock. If I say I have a square clock, round clock, then triangle clock. Okay, what does it say? It specifically defines the shape, right? So the adjective of quality will be shape. Then we have sweet lollipop. Now without tasting it, we don't know whether it is a sweet or a sour lollipop, right? So therefore the quality of adjective, the quality will be taste. So the adjective of quality for lollipop will be taste. Then snowy morning, sunny morning, snowy morning, rainy day. So what does it identify? What does it tell us? It tells us about the weather, how the weather is going to be or how the weather is. So the adjective of quality is weather. Next we have the soft blanket. Until and unless we touch it, right? Until and unless we touch the blanket, we are not going to say whether it is a soft or a rough one. Therefore, with the quality of touch, we can say that it is a soft blanket. The next one is naughty child. So we have to find out how the behavior of the child is. Then only we can say whether it is a naughty child or a good child or an innocent child. So the behavior is the quality here. Next we have the sweet smelling flowers. What are the sweet smelling flowers? So here the sweet smelling. Until and unless we smell it, we don't know whether it is a good or bad, right? So the smell is the quality here. So this is how we identify the adjective of quality. Now let's move towards the exercise, that is exercise 3.1. Look at the given pictures. Fill in the blanks with adjectives of quality to match the pictures. Choose the adjectives from the words given below. One is done for you. So the first one is, if you look at the picture here, what do you see? The two children are very in a joyful mood. That means they are happy. So happy children. Number 2 is, if you see the number 2, what do you see? It's a cup which is broken, right? So number 2 will be broken cup. So you have to write there as broken cup. Then number 3, there is a flower, dash flower. So the color of the flower is white. So you have to write the white flower. Then let's move towards number 4. So we have in number 4 dash candy. Now what is the taste of the candy? The taste of the candy is sweet. Therefore it is a sweet candy. So number 4 answer will be sweet. Then we have number 5 dash books. The child is carrying a lot of books, and these are a pile of books and it is getting heavy. Therefore, the answer of number 5 will be heavy books. Then number 6. If you can see the picture, the man is very tired, right? So dash man. So what will be the adjective? It is a tired man. So number 6 is the tired man. Now let us come to exercise 3.2, which is match each adjective of quality with a noun that it can describe. One is done for you. So here we have two columns, column A and column B. Now we have to link column A with column B. So we have to find out which adjective can be linked up with the other one. So let's do it. Number 1 is already done for you, which is fast has been linked with runner, that is fast runner. The next number 2 is hot. So which word can be linked up with hot? It's the water. So we can link it with hot water. Then we have number 3, that is dark. What is dark? If you can see on the column B, it's the night. So dark night. Then number 4 is interesting. What can be interesting? It's the book. So interesting book. Then number 5 is tasty, which can be linked with tasty food, yummy food, tasty food. So number 6 is open, open door. So this is how you're going to link up column A and column B. And these are your classwork, not homework. So you can do it by looking at here also, or I'm going to send you the PDF file in the Google Classroom. You can look at it from there, and please try to do it during this class hours as well. This is not your homework and you don't have to submit it, and try to complete it because I am not going to share it again. Okay, and as you have the unit test, so there will be no homework. That's why try to complete it within the class hours. So here I am going to end this with the last, which is the summarization. So what we have learned today. So we have learned about adjectives, right? So already you know that the definition of adjectives. What is it? Adjectives are describing words. That means it describes the noun or pronoun. And then we have learned about the adjectives of quality. If you have to define it, then how are you going to define it? Adjectives that point out the quality of nouns or pronouns are called adjectives of quality. So these are the two definitions, as well as we have done the exercises in today's class. So here I am going to wrap up my class. Thank you.